Welcome back. On behalf of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa attended the King's Cup organized by the Rashid Equestrian Horse Racing Club (REHC) at the race course in Arafat Khir. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa was welcomed by the Commander of the National Guard, His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa, and a number of senior officials. The representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa bin Salman Education Charitable Trust and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Labour Fund Tamkeen, Chairman of the REHC Supreme Committee, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Vice President of the Supreme Council for Environment, Deputy Chairman of the REHC High Committee and member of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Faisal bin Rashid Al Khalifa, also attended the competition. The race was attended by a number of Their Highnesses, Excellencies and Ministers, as well as senior officials and accredited members of the Diplomatic Corps and the Kingdom, along with a large audience of horse racing enthusiasts. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister highlighted the unwavering support provided by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa to the Kingdom's equestrian sector, which has furthered its development over the years. His Royal Highness noted that horse racing is part of the Kingdom's heritage and emphasized national efforts that are committed to preserving it as a crucial part of Bahrain's historic identity. His Royal Highness stated that the distinguished organization of local and international horse racing events every year is a source of pride, as it has enhanced the Kingdom's position as a leading destination for organizing and hosting horse racing, reflecting the exceptional capabilities and elements that have contributed to maintaining its status on the international horse racing map. His Royal Highness commended the achievements and progress made in the horse racing sector, which are the result of the diligent efforts and continuous endeavours of the nation's citizens. His Royal Highness conveyed the greetings and congratulations of His Majesty the King to the race winners, including the sponsors, owners and jockeys. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad recognized the strong competition witnessed in the race, which reflects the exceptional levels reached by the Kingdom's equestrian sector. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister expressed his gratitude to the REHC and its Supreme Committee under the chairmanship of His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa bin Salman Education Charitable Trust and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Labour Fund Tamkeen, for their efforts in consolidating the Kingdom's position as a global destination for international horse racing championships, adding that these efforts were successful due to the implementation of plans and initiatives to achieve the desired goals. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister then presented His Majesty the King's Cup for imported horses to His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and His Majesty the King's Cup for local bred horses to Abdullah Saminas, and His Majesty the King's Cup WAHO domestic grade 1-2 trainer Abdullah Kuwaiti. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister presented the Al Mithaq Mile Cup to His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, with the winning trainer Saeed bin Sarur. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa also received the Bobco Energies Horse Racing Cup for the third race from Mark Thomas, CEO of Bobco Energies Group. Thomas also presented the Bobco Energies Horse Racing Cup for the 8th race to His Highness Sheikh Sultan al-Din bin Mohammed bin Salman Al Khalifa. The Avenues Cup was presented by the manager of the Avenues Mall, Firas Barakat, to Khalid Abdul Rahim, and the representative of Al Bina Group, Yusuf Buchiri, presented the Al Bina Cup to trainer Alan Smith. The race included 8 rounds. In the presence and follow-up of the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, Honorary President of the Bahrain Royal Equestrian and Endurance Federation, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa Championship for International and Local Endurance Races in Private Stables was held in Bahrain International Endurance Village with wide participation. His Highness was keen to follow the stages of the Private Stables race and the 120-kilometer international race, as His Highness's follow-up and directives contributed to giving the riders a great incentive to provide the best levels. On this occasion, His Highness stressed that the outstanding levels witnessed by the championship reflects the status of Bahraini capabilities, the stages of its development, and its reaching the highest levels. His Highness indicated that the Federation has created an ideal atmosphere for riders, especially the young ones, praising the outstanding contributions of all participants. His Highness congratulated the riders who won first place in the Private Stables race, indicating that the Private Stables possess high capabilities and confirm that they are on the right path towards showcasing Bahraini capabilities. The president of the Bahrain Royal Equestrian Endurance Federation, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, expressed thanks and appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Nasser's continuous support, which contributed to the advancement of Bahraini stability and its reaching prestigious levels in the world. He praised the outstanding levels witnessed by the championship in all races, which constitute an incentive to continue providing all the needs of the stables and jockeys. He extended his congratulations to all the riders who won first places. His Highness then crowned the first places winners in the Private Stables race. The Minister of Interior, General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, witnessed the conclusion of the Ministry of Interior Olympic Shooting Championship in its 5th edition, which was organized by the Public Security Sports Federation in cooperation with the Bahrain Shooting Federation in the presence of the advisor to the Royal Court, Sheikh Ali bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the President of the Bahrain Shooting Federation, Sheikh Salman bin Khalid Al Khalifa, the Chief of Public Security, Lieutenant General Tariq Al Hassan, the Southern Governor, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali Al Khalifa, the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Interior, Sheikh Nasser bin Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa, and the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Labour, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa. On this occasion, the Minister of Interior stressed that the sport of shooting has a historical depth and requires specific skills and requirements. He expressed thanks and appreciation to the President of the Bahrain Shooting Federation for his distinguished role in the success of the tournament, which the BDF and the National Guards also participated. The President of the Public Security Sports Federation, Brigadier General Khalid Al Khayyat, expressed his congratulations to His Majesty the King, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, on the occasion of the Silver Jubilee. He also pointed out that the organizing of the tournament comes in implementation of the instructions of the Minister of Interior and his keenness to advance sports in all fields. The Minister and the President of the Bahrain Shooting Federation then crowned the winners of the competitions. The Minister congratulated the winners, wishing them further success in the upcoming competitions and praising the outstanding organizational level, sportsmanship and fair competition among the participants. The Minister then toured the exhibition of achievements in all weapons, which is an embodiment of what the Bahrain Shooting Federation has achieved. He also reviewed the existing equipment, weapons and supplies for the shooting teams, praising the exhibition's historical implications in the field of shooting, which is witnessing distinguished levels of achievements in the field of developing this authentic sport. Bahraini diplomacy achieved distinguished success in developing and strengthening the Kingdom of Bahrain's relations with various countries regionally and internationally, thanks to the directives of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. More in this report.
With a wise political vision and a sound approach, the Kingdom of Bahrain is committed to its foreign diplomatic relations with brotherly and friendly countries, in accordance with the visions of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. Bahrain's prestigious position became a source of pride, especially in its close and strong relations with its Arab and Gulf neighbors in particular, and regional and global countries in general, based on the firm principles and noble national and Arab values that His Majesty holds. His Majesty's guidance and exceptional leadership gained great respect and recognition among the leaders of world countries due to his constant emphasis on the importance of strengthening international cooperation, enhanced coexistence and peace for the advancement and preservation of societies. This is what was embodied in His Majesty's numerous participations in various international forums, which demonstrated the global standing he enjoys, especially during official forum visits and participations. His Majesty continues his efforts to promote peace, harmony and brotherhood, and with his diplomatic approach and close relations, he led the kingdom to reach comprehensive development in various fields and established a prosperous stage of development and urbanization that promoted the kingdom's status on the international level.
The Kingdom of Bahrain has witnessed advanced progress and achievements in various fields, making it a unique model of comprehensive development and growth, which was established by His Majesty the King with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, who focus on the efforts of the government in its program and strategic plans aimed at raising national action to the highest levels. More in this report.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is proceeding in accordance with its strategic plans on the path of development and success. Since His Majesty the King's accession to the throne, Bahrain has continued its record of achievements in various fields, leading it to having a distinguished reputation on the regional and international levels. Growth and prosperity have been achieved for the kingdom with the support and follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, as well as the loyalty of the people of Bahrain represented in Team Bahrain. The continuous efforts of His Royal Highness have paved the road of success, making Bahrain witness civilizational and development achievements through His Royal Highness's leadership and implementation of the visions of His Majesty the King. His Royal Highness's efforts always aim to move forward with limitless ambition and sincere determination towards the progress and elevation of the kingdom. His insightful vision also reflects the role of the youth in making achievements and their adherence to the honor of serving their country and preserving its integrity, to remain a distinguished model of progress and development.
The Minister of Transportation and Telecommunications, Mohammed Al-Kabi, praised the achievements made during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King, especially in the transportation and telecommunications field.
When it comes to the telecommunication sectors, for example, we have witnessed the winning of Bahrain on the International Telecommunication Union as a member for the first time, scoring 134 votes. Bahrain is also ranked the 7th globally and third among the Arab states when it comes to the IDI, the indicator for development. On the land transport, we have witnessed big projects, for example, like the constructions of Khalifa ports. It's also the modernization of the airport program, where we have developed a terminal that is 4 times bigger than the previous one, and that new terminal have won several prizes, taking into consideration the travel experience and also the equipment and the facilities that has been provided, which are the state of the art.
The Minister of Health, Dr. Jalila Hassan, praised the achievements made during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King, especially in the health sector.
We have achieved a lot in all the sectors, including the health and not excluding all other sectors, with the trust which has been built between the government and the society and the support that is provided, and we are achieving and will be leading in all the sectors.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is considered one of the leading countries in the field of health due to the achievements made throughout its remarkable renaissance. Healthcare received great attention and as it is among the priorities of development programs in the kingdom. The Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mbarak Jum'a, praised the achievements made during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King, especially in the education sector.
We had a lot of developments in education, whether public education, whether private education, whether higher education and early childhood education. So great developments were actually made under the leadership of His Majesty, let alone the rest of the sectors across all government entities. And we expect a year full of celebrations and plans that will come ahead to mark all the achievements and the developments that the Kingdom of Bahrain has achieved during the past 25 years.
The Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed bin Mbarak Jum'a, praised the achievements made during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King, especially in the education sector. The Minister of Social Development and Chairman of the High Committee for the Care of People with Disabilities, Osama bin Ahmed Khalaf Al Asfour, led the Kingdom's delegation to the session devoted to discussing Bahrain's combined initial and second periodic report on the rights of people with disabilities within the 30th session of the Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, CRPD, held at the Palais des Nations in Geneva. The Minister affirmed Bahrain's continued commitment to safeguarding the rights of people with disabilities, commensurating with the provisions of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, UNRCRPD, in addition to providing them with comprehensive protection through the implementation of many policies aimed at promoting and supporting their rights across various social and developmental fields. Al-Asfour reviewed Bahrain's initiatives and achievements to guarantee the rights of persons with disabilities, citing the launch of the National Strategy for Persons with Disability in 2012. Regarding the academic, vocational and rehabilitation care and services provided by Bahrain to people of determination, the minister highlighted the joint national efforts aimed at delivering all types of rehabilitation services, stressing that Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 and the government's programs have defined the kingdom's continuous direction, which helps it move forward towards activating the role of all social groups, including persons with disabilities, in the sustainable development process to achieve best practices based on the principles enshrined in the kingdom's constitutions and in compliance with international conventions. Bahrain's moon sighting panel will meet on Sunday, March 10th to receive testimonies and news regarding the sight of the new Ramadan crescent for the Hijri year 1445, which signals the advent of the month of fasting. The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, the STIA, said that the panel will convene at its meeting hall on Sunday evening to receive testimonies of the public regarding the moon sighting efforts. Two Seas Motorsport team owned by His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa set the fastest time across 2 days of running during the Fanatic GT World Challenge Europe, powered by AWS Prologue at Circuit Paul Ricard. The number 60 Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo, which is entered into the Gold Cup and will be driven by His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Martin Kodrick and Lewis Williamson for the full endurance cup season, set the benchmark time of 1 hour 52 minutes on Wednesday morning. The Bahraini flag squad stopped BMW from completing a sweep of all 4 sessions at the Munich manufacturer, went quickest across Tuesday, and also topped the 4th and final session on Wednesday afternoon with Team WRT.